Good morning, everyone. It's my privilege to be presenting here, at the ATCIO. Just to give a quick introduction about myself, I'm the co-founder and CEO at Niveus Solutions. We are a cloud-born organization and working very closely with Google Cloud for the last 4 years. The reason I specified on cloud-born is because I think, as my previous speakers spoke about, I think while technology and the cloud is powering a lot of these innovations today, I think the cultural aspect of it is one of the key elements to kind of drive these transformation, right? And I think it's important along with, understanding and having a knowledge of cloud, the change in the culture is a key aspect to driving some of these innovations. So just to give you statistics, these are something which are publicly available, and this also reflects the work which we've been doing in the last 4-5 years. If you look at the overall, the value which has been driven from cloud, I think a lot of it is on the innovation, right? And part of it is rejigging some of your IT operations, risk, and the core operationals, across the board. But if you look at it, our own experience in the last 4 years has been that a lot of the work today which we do with the customers, it's on this part of it, right? And there has been a very slow progress on the innovation and driving newer solutions on cloud, right? And there are various aspects and challenges what we see, right? Today, while there has been a shift, but majority of the focus in the last couple of years have been operationalizing and automating some of these IT operations. And what it has ended up is actually in kind of most of our customers actually complaining about increase in the cloud spend, right? Which has been the key aspect, because most of the migrations and which has happened in the last couple of years are related to, just as Sir pointed out, it's mostly about lifting it either from your on-prem setup or to a cloud setup of it, right? The true value of cloud or what could be achieved on cloud has not reached that potential for most of the organization which has started off in their cloud journey in the last couple of years, right? So this is how we perceive, what cloud and innovation on cloud could add value on, right? But we are not there yet, right? Because most of the focus has been in understanding the cloud and operationalizing of it. But if you look at this data, right, and where we have seen customers actually benefiting, on building and leveraging cloud, is when they have a clear path to the outcome what they want to achieve on cloud, right? And that is tagged to the basically the ROI from the business. And this is where we have seen the maximum success, because when you are clear in terms of what you want to achieve on cloud, what are the key outcomes? The outcome could be based on in terms of the customer experience, increasing your volume of sales, or bringing in the agility and the scale which is required on cloud. I think it becomes easy to put and kind of give a direction in terms of what you want to do in cloud and to plan the overall strategy as well, right? So if you look at it, there's a significant increase in the bottom line, assuming that you're looking at cloud from a pure ROI standpoint, right? And what we have seen is the customers who have taken this approach, they've had a significant impact and been able to roll out multiple applications in the last couple of years. So one of those key case studies, or things which we wanted to point out as part of it, we had a customer, LIC Housing Finance, who started this journey way back in 2020, right? This was just before pandemic, right? And ideally, if you look at the way LIC Housing works, it's typically been an agent-driven sales organization. I think in 2020, we rolled the first HOMI platform, which digitized the whole, lending process, or the loan disbursement process for LIC Housing Fund. And this was launched just before the pandemic for LIC Housing, and that was just the timing, which happened. Now, during the pandemic, right, what they were able to achieve, and this is during the first 6 months of the pandemic, was they increased their whole disbursement process by about 2% and dispersing close to about 1,500 crores of loan in the peak of the pandemic, right? This wouldn't have been possible if they had not reimagined the way they are dispersing the loan, right? So this is how we perceive, and this is where we have seen the maximum impact and drive in terms of how cloud could achieve the end outcomes. So one of the key challenges what we see and why some of those outcomes are not aligned is because this is how a lot of our customers are looking at in adoption of cloud, right? There is a legacy IT. There's a part of the organization looking at the migration. There's a part of the organization looking at modernizing some of the applications, and there's a data initiatives, right? Most of the initiatives what we see is all in silos, right? And when you start something modernizing some applications, it's not linked to the modernization of the IT infrastructure in altogether. So this has been one of the key bottlenecks why a lot of our programs in the past have failed, right? And what we have done today, is to kind of come back and kind of reiterate, and relook at how some of these modernizations are working. So this is how, we today kind of propose and kind of give a roadmap to our customer. We start with the link, the business outcomes, right? Because once you align the business outcomes on what you want to achieve on cloud, and this could be in terms of the customer experience, agility, scale, which is required, and then define, how you're going to power that. And cloud could be one of that form. It could be also the technology which is going to change. It could be the managed database on Google Cloud, or it could be a technology like Flutterflow, right? And then align the entire company. This has been the most successful model for us, which has been helping us to kind of align the end goal and, driving innovation on cloud. And what we have built, and based on this, what we have been able to do is to to deliver some amazing results for our customers in the last couple of quarters. So this is something which most of you guys would be aware of, and this is for which we have done for Mahindra and Mahindra in helping them launch the last Scorpio vehicle, right? And the clear direction which was given was to kind of drive and improve the overall customer experience, right, while launching these vehicles, right? And what we were able to achieve, right, and if you know about how Mahindra launched the last Scorpio was, within the first one hour, within the first 10 seconds, we were able to book about 25,000 vehicles, right? And within the first 30 minutes, of the operations, about 1 lakh. And that's a total value of about $2.3 billion, right? So that's the scale and innovation what you could drive through cloud, cloud, and particularly and this was done on Google Cloud for Mahindra. So I think one of the key things which I would want to highlight, which on this case study is the way we looked at the overall problem statement, the clear direction which we wanted to drive as part of the program was the customer success, right? And this has been one of the biggest case studies for us and Google Cloud in the last couple of years, right? And just to close my comments, I think all of this we do from a place called Mangalore and Udupi, right? And that's been how closely we've been able to delivering this. Thanks a lot for listening in, and thanks again for being part of this event, Seva.